People really liked the animations in our Sunbeam music video, so here's how you can make your own. When I was adapting this idea to work for the Revelator, I decided it'd be really cool to have some psychedelic animations inspired by movies like Fantastic Planet and Yellow Submarine. And luckily, my friend Will Durkee is a really amazing artist whose trippy style I knew would just be perfect for this. So for me, step one was hire my friend because I have absolutely no artistic talent, but am willing to spend hours and hours in front of a computer screen. Here's what the animated loops looked like on their own as I got them. Already pretty great, but adding color really brings them to life. So I started by copying all of the ink that Will drew into a separate layer. And I forgot to show this part, but you'll need to export this outline on its own as a PNG file. Then I selected all the empty spaces in the outline that would be grouped together into a single color. Here I'm grabbing all of the fairy's body and copying it to a new layer. So now to make this easy to visualize, I'm going to create a color matte and then create a clipping mask to show only what I just copied. Now I'm going to export only that matte as a PNG file. After doing all of them, it looks like this. And now you just repeat that process for every single frame. By the way, this is just a workflow that I discovered through trial and error. I'm sure that there are some animators or video professionals who are seeing this and absolutely cringing. So if you have a better way to do this, feel free to let me know. I know you will. So now we're actually going to add color into these animations. Usually I would do animation work like this in After Effects, but I decided to add the effect using the track mats in Premiere because it allowed me to give each of the color blocks its own layer, and it was just easier to stay in Premiere. Right here I'm just stacking all the color mats I exported as PNG files, giving each group its own layer so I can tell my track mats where to track from. It's important here that you keep each section in its own layer, so all the wings are going to go in the same layer, all of the dress are going to go in the same layer, etc. Will had the idea to add color to these using scanned watercolors to give texture and a human feel to these animations. He gave me a bunch of watercolors, but I ended up needing some extras and found this artist who sells abstract watercolor backgrounds on Creative Fabrica. Now we're going to bring in our watercolors and use the track matte effect to assign them to the video layer holding the PNG file they'll be replacing. To get these track mats to work properly, you'll need to nest your color fills to make sure that they're the same size as the sequence that you're working in. This is where we really start to see the animations come to life. To make the animation loop, bring it into a new sequence, and reverse however much of the animation you want to see repeating. Here I decided only to repeat the trippiest part of this loop. Now here it is in the video. To make the animation work in this clip, I brought it down to about 50% of its original size and moved it around the frame so it looks like my eyes are following it. I think the animations added something really unique that I don't often see in music videos, and it was so cool to get to have Will's vision add things I never could have dreamed up on my own. If you dug these, you should check out his Instagram and online art portfolios. He's super cool, and if you buy his stuff, you can be cool too. Not as cool as Will, but everybody's got to start somewhere. Sunbeam is out now, so you can go watch this full video on YouTube, and you can listen to the song over on Spotify. And if you see more stuff you'd like to know how he did, let me know. I'm happy to tell you. Okay, bye.